You've seen it everywhere. The spiky blonde hair, the thunderous power-up themes and screams, the beams of energy that shattered mountains and continents. This is more than just an anime. It's a global cultural phenomena. For over 4 decades, Dragon Ball has been the undisputed king, laying much of the groundwork of modern shonen and anime of today. And successful series like Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer has some inspiration to it. It's all over the place. But how did Akira Toriyama's simple tale of a monkey-tailed boy become a multi-billion-dollar industry and legacy and go-to franchise that continues to influence movies, music, anime, and fashion of today? Today we're powering up to explore the legacy of Dragon Ball and how it has influenced the world of, anime as we know it. I'm your host, Anime 101. Let's get into it, but first, like, share, subscribe, and do all that YouTube stuff. Alright, let's get into it. To understand Dragon Ball's immense legacy, you have to understand the genre it perfected. Shonen. While the original Dragon Ball started as an adventure comedy inspired by the popular Chinese tale of Journey to the West, it was Dragon Ball Z that established a modern shonen template that every successor, from Naruto to One Piece to My Hero Academia to, anything you may see today, would emulate. The formula is clear. A driven, simple-minded protagonist with an immense heart and an ever-increasing thirst for strength and fighting. The establishment of power levels and transformations as a means to escalate the great tension that, it started. The training montages used to bridge the gap between the future and the past, the triumph and the failure, and back to the triumphant nature of Dragon Ball itself. And most importantly, the stakes that continuously scale up, starting with local threats, to galactic, and eventually to universal destruction. Beerus. Dragon Ball Super. Toriyama popularized the concept of the rival turned friend with, Vegeta. This complex evolving dynamic became essential. Every shonen series needs it. It's Sasuke, it's Bakugo, it's Zoro, it's Uryu, a fiercely competitive character who pushes the hero to new heights. Without the antagonist respect between Goku and Vegeta, this trope would have died long ago. It's a global standard of today, which means it's awesome. It taught us that the true enemy wasn't always the strongest villain, but the limits of your own body, spirit, and potential. So let's shatter it. This focuses on personal achievement and overcoming immense odds. Now, in the late 1990s and early 2000s, anime was still in the niche market in, the West. Dragon Ball Z truly changed that. Its success on the Cartoon Network, other networks, reruns, and airings showed that this was nothing short of revolutionary. DBZ was loud, it was intense, and aired at a time when American animation simply didn't feature this kind of continuous high-stakes action. The cultural impact was immediate, and, it kickstarted a whole generation of awesomeness. Kids who had never heard of this term, anime, were suddenly arguing over Frieza's power levels and practicing the Kamehameha in our backyards. It will go shoo. It's like, yep, there it goes. You just destroyed Frieza. You are Goku. It was the gateway drug for an entire generation of viewers, leading them simply, to Sailor Moon, Gundam, and eventually everything else in Japanese animation, which included the big three at that time. Yeah, this was the most revolutionary show you could possibly have. It's the biggest inspiration for anything. That golden era of the early 2000s, without Dragon Ball, that would not happen. The series transcended languages, became the theme of, universal hard work, loyalty, and the pure excitement of a good fight. It achieved a level of mainstream, success that hasn't been documented or shown in quite a while. This was something special. Akira Toriyama didn't just strike gold or diamonds. he struck, well, imagination itself. Now, Dragon Ball's influence on visual culture is truly massive. Toriyama's style, clean lines, chunky designs, and instantly recognizable characters became iconic. But the most lasting visual legacy is the transformation trope. The Super Saiyan transformation is the single most influential visual concept in the history of shonen. The golden hair, the intense aura, and the rage-fueled power-up. It was visually spectacular and immediately communicated a new level of strength. Every show has followed that borrowed concept. The Bankai, the gear shifts, the demon marks, the full cowl, they all owe a debt to Dragon Ball. Furthermore, Dragon Ball perfected the cinematic fight scenes. Its fights weren't just simple exchanges of blows. They were epic, destructive battles that spanned continuous episodes. The choreography, the rapid teleportation, the energy blast, the dramatic movements defined the expectations for a high-action anime forever. Even today, the visual impact of Goku fighting Vegeta or Gohan fighting Cell remains the gold standard. And finally, let's talk about the aesthetics of strength. From the ridiculously muscular character designs to the intense facial expressions, Dragon Ball communicated power, and power it did. Now, let's fast forward to today. Decades later, in 2025, Dragon Ball isn't just a nostalgic memory. It's a perpetually active franchise. The return of Dragon Ball Super proved that the hunger for these characters is insane. It successfully brought the series to a new generation while rewarding and keeping in mind the old. The canon expanded, the power levels increased, and the love for Goku and his friends remained as strong as ever. The financial impact is, well, crazy as well. Dragon Ball is one of the most highest grossing media franchises of all time. It spans successful video games, which constantly, well, are number one at the top charts, to massive global merchandise sales. The movies like Dragon Ball Super Broly, a box office hit when it came out, proving its appeal is truly a global and cross-generational impact. This series, the love for this series is insane. Japan loves it. Mexico loves it. The United States loves it. Canada loves it. Europe loves it. We all love it because, well, we grew up with them. They have led us. We look up to these characters. Everyone questions one day or next, what would Goku do in this situation? Would he run? Would he fight? And all the time, it is fight on because, well, it's time to go Super Saiyan. The legacy is also found in the creator's enduring impact. Akira Toriyama's unique blend of martial arts, comedy, and a little bit of sci-fi mixed in is still celebrated today and has contributed to many character designs across generations. Sadly, last year he did pass away. We did lose the legend last year, but I know he's definitely in, well, fighting at King Kai's place. He definitely is. Now, Dragon Ball is more than just a classic anime. It's an origin story, the very apex, the very, well, center point of modern action anime. It taught us about the power of friendship, the thrill of self-improvement, and the unmatched spectacle of full-powered transformations. Every time a character is in an anime yells out the name of their special attack, like, well, Bankai, or Rasen Shuriken, or Gomo Gomo, it's all because of the Ka-me-ha-me-ha. It's all because of that one attack, and well, we spawned all of this. And it has truly transcended Japanese culture. Any culture, sci-fi culture. We love pop, we love that sci-fi thrill, we love that fantasy stuff. Yeah, Dragon Ball has eclipsed it many times and many times over. But what is your What was your gateway to, well, anime? Was it Dragon Ball? Was it Dragon Ball Z? And when did you first watch Dragon Ball? And what is your favorite Dragon Ball moment? If you're from Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super, any of the movies. I know one of my favorite moments is, well, when Gogeta first arrived in Fusion Reborn, and that music just like, oh yeah, this is going to be intense. Janemba is cooked. Well, let's have a discussion in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and do all that good YouTube stuff. Well, I'm your host, Anime 101, signing out, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Peace out, and have a great day.